let's move into the playoff picture in the AFC. I want to break this one down for you from the bye to the wild cards because I think some interesting things will happen at the bottom and some things that should be predictable for people by now will happen at the top. But the Patriots, I think they will win the AFC and get the bye, and the road to the Super Bowl will go through Foxborough. How do you like them apples? Look, I anticipate they end the season 12-5. This is interesting because they could actually win out and easily go 13-4, and I would not be surprised. I truly believe that they will be able to beat the Bills twice. I think they should finally beat the Dolphins at the tail end of things, but the Colts are actually a quite realistic trap game for the Patriots right now. Now, the Patriots will probably finish out 12-5, just a game over where I had them coming into the season at 11-6, and sometimes it feels good to be right. Now, number 2, I will take the Ravens coming out the AFC at the second spot. The inconsistency is going to be what gets to the Ravens and cost them the bye this season. They will probably also go 12-5, but they will lose out on the bye because of the interconference record of the Patriots being the tiebreaker there. The Ravens are going to have to see the Packers December 19th, and then they're going to have to see the Bengals, who already whomped them this season. I can see them finishing out 4-2 with another rough stretch of games that has us questioning them. Third, I got the Chiefs, and the Chiefs will finish out 11-6. I believe they go 4-2 from here on out. And now, if they really make a run, which, by the way, they're on a 4-game win streak, they can absolutely make that run. They can come back and actually end up also going 12-5, but the tiebreakers will all break the same way, lead them in the third spot. So it's not that I just believe that the Chiefs are done, but the Chiefs dug themselves such a large hole. It's going to be really difficult for them to win the division because they no longer control their own destiny. Now, the fourth spot is going to go to the Tennessee Titans, and the Tennessee Titans will complete their slide and just barely avoid the wild card race, winning a close division against the Colts. And this is based on me thinking over these last 5 games, the Titans will go probably about 2-3. The Titans will pull out another stinker against bottom feeders like the Texans and the Jags this week, which will give them the ability to win those next 2 games. But absent that, they'll probably lose those other 3. They are out the playoffs altogether if they lose more than 3 games these final 5 weeks. Because at 9-8, they will allow a second team, I believe, most likely from the AFC West, to sneak on in through into the playoffs. And my money would be the Chargers if we get all the way down there. Now, we keep it moving. The 5 spot, the second team from the AFC North, it is not the Steelers. It is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals. Who they in the playoffs? Now, look, Joe Burrow is going to be excellent, and the Bengals will make the playoffs. Book it. They are having a tough closing schedule, but this team plays up to competition. They have the surging 49ers, the Ravens, and the Chiefs in their last 5 games, but they've already beat the Ravens once, and I believe they are capable of beating the 49ers. They'll also get the Browns and Broncos, which is helpful. 2 teams that they've already been able to beat down. Absolutely. So they should pick back up and be able to get one more big win or so. That allows them to get into the playoffs. The 6th seed, I believe, is going to be the Bills. The Bills have a lot of Titans feel to them, or as I said earlier, Steelers in 2020 feel, but people will have to see them in the end of the season. They will have a rough December. They have the Bucks, Pats, and then the Pats again in the next 4 weeks. I think they look good coming into the playoffs and probably fool a lot of people, especially in Bills Mafia, into thinking that they can have a run, particularly because they get the Falcons and the Jets in their last 2 weeks. However, this is a team that I truly believe to be a first-round exit because they have not been able to establish the running game, and Matt Breida is their best hope. The final wild card spot. Now, look, the final wild card spot, I think it's going to go to the Indianapolis Colts. I truly believe the Indianapolis Colts would go 9-8 and streak into that last spot in the playoffs. And this last game against Tampa, that they lost is probably what cost them the division. But this team has been really good as of late, running the ball really well. And I think as conditions get poorer, they'll lean on that run game more. They'll lean on that defense more, and they'll just be able to eke it all the way out at the very end. Those are the teams that I have making it out of the AFC. Next week, I'm going to give you my NFC bracket before I give you the breakdown all the way until the Super Bowl. Let me know what you think. Am I sleeping on anybody here? I know a lot of people had a lot of AFC West teams doing pretty good. Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. I told you the Raiders were trash, but that's neither here nor there. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, leave a subscribe so you don't miss any of our content.